morning, people. What is going on? Joey Suggs here. Welcome to today's video. Welcome to Road to Ripped, episode 5. And I believe we're on day... Alexa, how many days ago was March 24th?
March 24th, 2025 was 11 days ago.
Day 11 on Road to Rip 2025. Super nice. It's a Saturday, so no energy drink. I get to make my own coffee at home. Let me explain to you exactly how I make it because it is quite delicious. So obviously I did a double shot of espresso from my espresso machine. Then I used a little bit of ground cinnamon along with some raw honey. Used 2% milk as my milk for this latte. Put it over ice, and we have a beautiful, beautiful breakfast latte this morning. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my throat is absolutely screwed up. Literally right after I filmed episode 4, went to bed. In the middle of the night, I woke up and I felt absolutely horrible. So we'll talk about what that kind of did to the workouts and physique later on. But more importantly, today is a very special day because it is our neighborhood garage sale. And I got up at like 7:30 this morning to set up. We have a bunch of clothes that we're selling, some workout stuff, some more clothes. I have a couple more things I need to grab, but this is how my morning's gonna look. It's actually a gorgeous day outside too, so who knows, maybe the shirt comes off for a little bit. We catch a tan while we're out here. I just turned off the music, but we got music playing, little live Jack's Beach on the TV. And now that we're getting our coffee in, I'm gonna take some Tylenol, severe cold and flu. But regardless, it is shaping up to be a pretty good morning. The coffee this morning, by the way, came in at right under 170 calories, 8 grams of protein, so not too bad there. And I think just based off of flavor, I'd probably rather have this than like a Starbucks every morning. So that's a win-win for me. All right, the time, you may not believe it.
Hi.
It's 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. We are finished the garage sale. Not a ton of stuff sold, I'll be honest, but some of the bigger things sold, made a couple $100. Not terrible. I did have a little snack during the garage sale, and that was in the form of a clean eats, like uncrustable PB&J type thing. Honestly, pretty tasty. I think it tracked it as 200 calories, even though the bag says 250. So I don't know what to think about that. But obviously we're starving now since it is 3 o'clock. So we're gonna head to Publix, and I think I have a little Publix hack that I think could be really helpful for you. Can I do a double meat boar's head ultimate on a salad? All right, we are back home. An absolutely gorgeous looking salad. By the way, here's everything I got on it that I didn't mention. So I got the double meat boar's head ultimate. The cheese, I went with white American. The salad base is half spinach, half like sub lettuce. I got pickles, cucumbers, black olives, banana peppers, and salt, pepper, and oregano. Now, what you may be noticing is there is no dressing on this. Well, we have a plan for that. All right, so salad going in. Now, instead of using their ranch, I'm gonna use the Simply Ranch, save some calories there. And to spice it up, we're gonna use a little bit of Frank's Red Hot Buffalo. Gotta stand for this part, give the salad a good toss. And here we have it, an insanely sized bowl of what would have been the insides of the sub that I was gonna get. And yeah, that's delicious. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a very filling meal. And it definitely has a decent amount of calories for a salad, 720 calories. But the meat alone has like 72 grams of protein in it. We're right over 1,000 for the day, and with 102 grams of protein in. So yeah, it is pretty late in the day, but this meal is like exactly what I needed to keep pushing through. I'm definitely still a little sick. Throat hurts, a little stuffy, not feeling 100%, but I think we're maybe getting towards feeling better. That's really all I can hope for. All right, I'm eating a popsicle. I have not cleaned up from my lunch. I laid on the couch, fell asleep, took a nap, and I feel bad again. Like my throat is absolutely killing me. I have body aches. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm gonna try to go to a doctor tomorrow. Not the Road to Ripped episode 5 I was hoping for. So I'm going to probably have this popsicle, hang out here tonight, probably not do a whole lot, maybe have one more meal. But I'm going to catch up with you guys in the morning. Hopefully I feel a hell of a lot better and we can have ourselves an awesome day. All right, it's now the next day. I'm having breakfast, which is literally just oatmeal and milk. I don't feel any better at all. I made an appointment at Care Spot, like urgent care thing. So we're going to see what happens there. All right, it turns out I have the flu. So I got some medicine I'm going to take tomorrow. Perry very kindly made some homemade chicken soup for us. And hopefully this vlog will continue whenever I feel a little better. All right, it is now the next day. I was able to go to work today. That is nice. I still have the flu, so still pretty sick, but I'm finally going to try and get a workout in. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And now I just got home from work. I'm going to take the Proz's Big Shot pre-workout. This one's caffeine free. It has some like decent pump stuff in it, but I don't want to be like super stimmed out. And I have a feeling this is not going to be like a really buffy workout. So, just something to ease me back into it, something light. So we'll do a couple scoops of this and get on to the workout. All right, I thought I'd give you guys a little flu ASMR voiceover for this workout. So we started with some warm up on a cable lat pull-in, and we did about 3 working sets there, and then moved straight into our main exercise for back, and this was going to be a lat pull down. Honestly, solid. I think I did 3 sets here, definitely weaker and lighter than I normally do, but not too bad. Next exercise we worked into was a cable pull over, I think is what I would call this. We did 4 sets of this as well, and pretty much to failure. So I was trying to get at least like 12 to 15 reps in. I could feel like my muscles had nothing to give. They were dehydrated. They were deflated. They were like, they kind of hurt. It was a very weird feeling working out sick with body aches. We then worked into an isolated dumbbell curl. We did 3 sets per arm individually here. And then we wrapped things up with easy bar dumbbell curls going to failure, really, really high reps. I think I got in between like, 15 to 20 reps for 4 sets. And that was my first little workout back. All right, I know it didn't sound or look like a whole lot, but that was actually a little over an hour workout, and I felt very, very weak, but we did get it in, and that is a step in the right direction. And now I'm gonna do something that I really don't wanna do, and that is a physique update, but I feel like I owe it to you. All right, so yeah, a physique update is much needed. And let me just say this, I'm obviously recording this afterwards. This was painful. Like, this actually hurt to flex my muscles like this. It's been a little while since I've done that. How is the physique looking? I'll tell you how I feel about it. And I think it's also reflected in the weight a little bit as well. But in my opinion, the physique looks a little deflated. I think I look a little dry. My muscles don't seem very like popping. There's not much vascularity at all. And I feel like I just look a little like beat, honestly. That said though, I do feel as if I look a little leaner, which obviously is the goal to Road to Ripped. I think getting the flu isn't the best way to achieve that goal, but however we get there, right? And you can see we're getting pretty close because the weigh-in this morning was insanely low. A new low weigh-in of 213.7. Now, do I feel like that's a very healthy 213.7? No. Do I feel like that's kind of a fake 213.7? Yeah, I feel like I'm just so dehydrated right now, and I haven't been putting enough calories in my body the past couple days that I just kind of plummeted in weight. I feel like the last Road to Ripped episode was around like the 4th or something, and I was like 216, 217 there. So a pretty significant drop. And I think that does have to do with the calories. So let's look at that real quick. And on the note of calories, I can't taste or smell anything. So food's just not enjoyable to me right now. So I haven't been inclined to eat as much. Today we had 905 calories so far. Not ideal.
Yesterday, I ended the day with 1,000 calories. Actually, no, I had chicken noodle soup for dinner, and I didn't put that in because I didn't know how to track it, but it was probably maybe 400 calories or so. Sunday, I didn't, I didn't track Sunday. Saturday was the garage sale, so that was like the start of this video, and I did track up until the salad, so which you guys did see. All in all, I mean, eating has been pretty low the past few days, and I think that's why the weight has dropped. But I am gonna have protein after this. I am gonna get back on track and try to get the calories up to a reasonable level. And I think the weight is gonna come up with that as well, but in a good way, and then I can start cutting back down in a good way. So another Road to Ripped episode, another small setback, but it's all in good fun, I think. That said, let's go have some protein. So in an effort to get some more calories in, I'm gonna use milk instead of water, and I'm gonna use this Physique Whey Hydro Isolate. It's a really nice protein blend. It has some digestive enzymes in there as well to help it digest well, and it has little crunchy bits too. So I'm gonna do 2 full scoops of this. And this is gonna serve for a very nice protein shake for me. I really wanna go through this box of Physique stuff, but I can't really give you guys an honest review of things until I have my taste back. So I'm gonna have to wait a couple days, but don't worry, that is coming. I already know this tastes good because I've had it for a while. If you want to check it out, check out my link down below for Physique. And they're running their birthday sale too, so depending on how much you spend, you get extra goodies and stuff in there as well. It's a really, really good time to check out Physique and everything they have to offer. So do that, please. But with the milk and a little over 2 scoops of protein, the shake came out to 451 calories, leaves us a little over 1,300 for the day. But we are getting our protein back up as well, 141 grams of protein in. Not too shabby. I hate to do this, but we're having soup again, again tonight. I don't have any taste buds. Like, it just sucks. I don't feel like cooking anything. I have plenty of recipes to make, but I think I'd rather wait until I can actually taste the good food I'm gonna make. So I'm going to have some soup again for dinner tonight, and that'll probably be it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't a fantastic, productive one, but I wanted to show everything, and this is part of my life, this road to rip. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up button, please, does help out. And as always, I'll see you again very shortly in the next one. Peace.
This the anthem. If you rockin' with it, put your hands up. Yeah.